Hello, hello. Hi, friends. Today we will be reading an informational magazine about frogs. Hoy vamos a leer una revista informativa sobre las ranas. This informational magazine is from National Geographic Kids. Y la autora es Elizabeth Carney. Comencemos. Frogs by Elizabeth Carney. For my parents, Marty and Cindy Carney, who charitably endured my collections of simply creatures. Yo veo una tabla de contenido. Esta es la tabla de contenidos. Veo muchos temas y indica las páginas en donde se encuentran estos temas. Por ejemplo, frog food. Frog food will be found on page 12. Or if I only want to learn about frog babies, this allows me to know that all about frog babies will be found on page 24. I see splash, croak, frog food, every size and color, watch out, frog babies, toads are frogs too, super frogs, and picture glossary. Splash! Splish splash! What is that sound? What is hopping and jumping around? What loves to swim? What loves to eat bugs? It's a frog. Can you hop like a frog? Oh, I see. Veo un chiste. What happened to the frog's car when it broke down? Tenemos que voltearlo para ver la respuesta. It got towed. Ay, ay, ay. Frogs live all over the world, except Antarctica. Frogs usually live in wet places. They like rivers, lakes, and ponds. Antarctica is a continent at the South Pole. Ribbit. Habitat. The natural place where a plant or animal lives. But some frogs live in trees. Some even live in the desert. Frogs can be found all over the world. Wherever they live, that's their habitat. Ese es su hábitat. Las ranas viven en todas partes del mundo, menos en Antártica. Ellas prefieren vivir en áreas mojadas, wet areas. Croak. Look at this frog croaking. Some frogs' throats puff up when they make sounds. Each type of frog makes its own sound. Las ranas hacen su propio sonido. Lake frog, coqui frog. The coqui frog is named after the sound it makes. It sounds like coqui. This frog is the size of a quarter. Even small frogs can make loud noises. Croak, the deep, hoarse noise that a frog makes. Oh, wow! Did you know that Miss Mariana has her own coqui frog? I wonder where coqui come from. Veo una bandera de Puerto Rico. Los coquí, las ranitas coquí, vienen de la isla de Puerto Rico. Y vamos a escuchar qué sonido hace. Hay que presionar a la bandera de Puerto Rico. Hace el sonido coquí, que es un sonido único y especial. Frogs make different sounds for different reasons. Sometimes it's to warn other frogs of danger. Sometimes it's to call the frogs nearby. This frog lives around noisy waterfalls. Other frogs would not be able to hear its calls. So it dances instead. It sticks out one leg and then the other. Can you dance like this, frog? Ay, 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 esta ranita es bailarina. Algunas hacen ruido cuando saben que están en peligro y otras solamente para llamar a sus amigas ranas. Frog food. What is a frog's favorite food? Usually it's insects. Frogs eat dragonflies and crickets and other bugs. Some frogs eat bigger animals like worms and mice. The American bullfrog even eats other frogs. ¡Wow! ¿Cómo puede comerse otra rana? Han de tener una boca grande y una barriga aún más grande. Vamos a ver el chiste. Why are frogs so happy? La respuesta, they eat what bugs them. Como los insectos, ¿verdad? What's that pink flash? It's how a frog catches bugs. It shoots out its long, sticky tongue at a passing bug. The frog pulls the bug into its mouth. If your tongue were as long as a frog's, it would reach to your belly button. ¡Wow! ¡Qué larga la lengua de las ranas! Ellos las usan para agarrar y comer insectos. Every size and color. Frogs can be many different sizes. The smallest frog is as big as a fingernail. The largest is as big as a rabbit. ¡Qué pequeña ranita! Y aquí hay una rana gigante. This is a Goliath frog. Frogs can be different colors too. Some are green or brown. Others have stripes or spots. Frogs can be red, yellow, or orange, rojo, amarillo o naranja. Algunas también pueden ser azul vivo, bright blue. Watch out! These colorful frogs may look pretty, but watch out! Ten cuidado! These frogs have poison in their skin. Tienen veneno en su piel. Their bright color warns enemies not to eat them. Estas ranas de colores brillantes tienen veneno en su piel e indica a otros animales que no deben comérselas. Poison. Something that can kill or hurt living things. This little frog is only an inch long, so about this long. Es bastante pequeña. Its name is Terribilis, which means the terrible one. How did it get its name? By being the most deadly frog of all. One Terribilis has enough poison to kill 20,000 mice. Esta pequeña ranita amarilla puede matar hasta 20,000 ratones. Es bastante venenosa. Uy, veo otro chiste. What do stylish frogs wear? Jumpsuits. Frog babies. All frogs, even terribilis, have mothers. Mother frogs lay eggs. When the eggs are ready, out pop the tadpoles. Uy, veo los huevecillos. Aquí hay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 huevecillos con renacuajos adentro. Este es un renacuajo, a tadpole. Tadpoles are baby frogs, but they don't look like frogs yet. Tadpoles have tails, colas. They live only in water. Estos son el primer paso de una rana. Cuando salen del huevecillo, se convierten en renacuajos con una cola larga y viven en el agua. Tadpoles grow up to be frogs. Oh, I see a cycle here. Let me make sure I start at number 1, then go to number 2, find number 3, and finally end with number 4. At first, they breathe underwater with gills. Number 2, they grow lungs for breathing air. Number 3, they grow legs for hopping and swimming. Number 4, in 3 months, they lose their tails. It's time to hop out of the water. Ribbit. Gills. The body part of the sides of a fish or a tadpole through which it breathes. Este es el ciclo de una rana. Toads are frogs too. What's the difference between toads and frogs? Frog. Some frogs are poisonous. Moist and smooth. Su piel es mojada y bastante suave. Y muchas son venenosas. Teeth in upper jaw. Long, powerful jumping legs. Most frogs have webbed hind feet. Eggs laid in clusters or groups. Ahora vamos a ver qué tan diferente son los sapos. Toads are a type of frog. Frogs spend most of their lives around water, so these kind of frogs. Toads spend more time on dry land. Esa es una buena diferencia. Los sapos pasan un poco más de tiempo en tierra seca que en lugares mojados, como lagos. Their bodies are built for where they live. They have no teeth. Eyes do not bulge out from the body. A poison gland is located behind each eye. They are dry and bumpy. Mira su piel. Es seca y tiene muchos hoyitos y bolitas. Shorter legs for walking, because remember, they don't jump as high. Eggs laid in long chains, but a few toads give birth to live young. Ahora ya sabemos un poco de diferencias entre estas. Super frogs. Two-faced faker. Why do you think these frogs are called two-faced faker? The high flyer. It's gliding leaf frog. Whoosh! ¿Por qué crees que se llama así? The screamer. Ah, yeah. ¿Por qué crees que se llama así? The invisible. Now you see him, now you don't. Oh, wow, se pierde entre su hábitat. Todas estas ranas son super ranas. Tienen poderes distintos a las demás. Y aquí volvemos al vocabulario de la revista. Hablamos sobre croak, the deep hoarse noise that a frog makes. Gills, the body part on the sides of a fish or a tadpole through which it breathes. Habitat, the natural place where a plant or animal lives. And poison, something that can kill or hurt living things. Y se ha acabado. Espero que hayas disfrutado leer esta revista informativa, this informational magazine, all about frogs. Can you tell me one thing that you learned about frogs? And maybe another thing that surprised you about frogs. What was another thing that you didn't know, but what really surprised you? ¿Qué te sorprendió aprender sobre las ranas? Espero que lo hayas disfrutado. ¡Chao!